Agua. Oh, this reminds me. I was watching No Country for Old Men yesterday, and there's this part where this guy's dying, and all he can ask for is agua. 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 I don't know why I just got that in my head. Hey! Well, what do you know? This deck was just sitting right here. Oh, and the Empress on the bottom. With the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Why do I feel like I gotta take those? Like, and the Empress on the bottom? Okay, well, let's just take the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords, because it flipped up as I was trying to pick up my ruin stones, because today we're starting the reading with a ruin, or ruins. To pick up the energy, I'm just trying something new. I made these ruin stones from stones that I found in the mountains and in the rivers, which flow from the mountains. They're very highly charged ruin stones. 13 of them, so we're going to see what comes out for your reading, Walter, to do with this Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Oh, we got one down. Man, that ruin has come down, I think, for every reading. It's the travel, rhythm, and spontaneity. It's come down now, I think, in all 4 readings. Okay, you got to give me something else with this, because every other reading you did, here we go. Ruin number 4, that's also a repeater. Communication, understanding, inspiration. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. Oh! Gosh, I hate that song. Okay, 2 and 13 just came down. Balance, enlightenment, death, and strength, courage, potential, and freedom. Huh. Those 2 bad boys just came down together. So I'm going to take those 2 together and the other 2 together. So we've got 4 and 5 together and 2 and 13 together. So it looks like you find strength and balance with courage that allows some type of freedom from something. And it's some type of spontaneous communication or rhythmic understanding, inspirational travel, Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay, all I can get with this, when it comes to this reading, is this is a happy ending. This is a happy ending. For some type of death. Maybe you found strength and you said something. And, you found freedom because once you said it, it kind of just released everything. Because it was time. It was time to say something. And understand that enlightenment comes sometimes when you are at your strongest, and you could be at your most terrified at your strongest as well, but at least it seems like anyways there's some type of communication, which would be the Ace of Swords. You're ready for the truth. You're ready to say something, and this is going to move you forward, believe it or not. Oh, Ace of Wands. Fired up movement. I mean, something, you could have got word on something, and it really pissed you off. It really fired you up about something. And, okay, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands in reverse. Ace. 3 aces. This happened in another reading I did just the other day. 4 of Wands. All right. There is another ace. Oh, okay, the Empress is on the top of the deck again. Oh, okay, with the Six of Swords. Movement forward. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's actually, they came up like this. Okay, so it's been, you might find strength in suddenly maybe standing up for yourself. And you might be growing something right now, or in the midst of coming into growing something, because we've got the Empress and the Six of Swords. So when you're ready, movement forward, right? Which is what we talked about already, is that's what came in the ruins, is there's communication, there's some type of travel, there's some type of rhythm, okay, spontaneous rhythm, and there's a freedom here. There's some type of death of maybe a vice that's been on you, right? And you want a happy ending. Like, the happy ending is here. So whatever it is that you find out, okay, whatever it is that you find out, it's something that you have to release yourself from. I think that's why I have Six of Wands in reverse. I think you need to... Look, I have my wand, and I just happened to put the Ace of Wands right underneath it. What do you know, Joe? I'll put that down here. I feel like this Ace of Wands is going to help you grow this pentacle, because you have to have an understanding of how hard it's going to be and how long things are going to take to grow, and that you know, even the brightest flower, because I hear every rose has its thorn, even the brightest moments hurt, even the prettiest things hurt, even the most beautiful things hurt, right? So letting yourself go, you have to decide to let yourself go, so then you can continue growing into what you want and moving forward into the Empress that you want to become, the person that you truly want to become. Because something might have stopped you or stunted you somehow, and that's why you have to release from it. You have to release yourself from it, because there's a happy ending here, and you know that. And maybe it's a happy ending for yourself, knowing that maybe freeing yourself from these vices is what's going to help death you out, so then you can become the person that you really want to be. What's the time? 8 minutes? Like, oh, I can't, like, usually I play with whatever's around my neck, because I'm releasing my throat chakra. This is a feather, a little tiny feather. And when you find feathers, my sister and I found this crow feather once. And we were on what we call Goat Highway, because it's full of mountain goats. Like, if you go on this highway, it's only open in summer where I live. The mountain goats, just like you, sometimes it takes you an hour to drive down the highway. Sometimes it takes you 3 hours, because it just depends how many goats want to be on the road at once, right? It usually takes these big ass truckers to just come through, and then they'll move all the livestock off the road. It's hilarious. We call it Goat Highway. And we pulled off to go pee, because there's no rest stops or anything like that. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And we pulled right in front of a crow feather. Actually, it's a raven feather, because it's this big and it's pitch black. And it's actually kind of got a little bit of a gasoline wash to it. So that's how I knew it was a raven. And I feel like, you know, maybe finding that feather, you know, finding that needle in a haystack is what's going to give you the information that you need. Because sometimes you have to really go digging for it. Right? Sometimes you have to go digging for the truth. You have to go digging for, you know, because the Ten of Cups was also in reverse. So something that you could have thought really loved you and had your back and supported you didn't. And now you've had to work your way through your own horrors by yourself, and releasing yourself from the things that take long to grow, because maybe you had a fear of things that grew, because the more it grew, the more you had to love it and support it and cherish it. Now it seems like your fire is to love and cherish and nurture something. That's what moves you forward. Whether it's yourself, it's your project, it's your life, it's your work, you have to love something in order for it to grow. And recognize that it takes a very, very long time for something to grow. It's not fast. So, anyways, I'm starving, Marvin. I'm going to go eat. I hope you liked the set of readings. This is for water. And yeah, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. I'm Moonshine.